we have a very special presenter this week on the Go Racing Video Report. And I'd like to point out it's not Rude Awakening, who sits behind us, who would be a very special presenter if we get her here. So I'm going to introduce you to her. Sophie, would you come around here, please?
Hi!
This is Sophie, my 11-year-old daughter.
Oldest daughter.
Eldest daughter. Sophie, why are you interviewing me this week and not Mummy?
Because Mum's ditched us and gone to Wellington.
That's right. She's gone there for how long?
4 days.
That's right. So she's abandoned us after getting such great reviews. And what about Matt? Why is Matt not interviewing?
Because he's not worthy of our awesomeness.
Well, he may not be, but it's also because he's just come back from holiday.
No excuse.
We're giving him the week off.
No, it's not an excuse.
Right. So we're going to see how Sophie is going to go on her questions this week. So you wee motherless moat. You go over there.
Okay.
And start firing them at me. And we'll see if we can get you a part-time job doing this.
Oh, God. I thought Dixie Express should have won today.
I thought so too. I'm glad you're watching the racing. She was a much better run than last start. She jumped really well, got in the trail, and she only went down by a nose and a nose. And what cost her was as they came round the home bend, she got a little bump, and being a 3-year-old filly against the older horses, that little bump just made her go a little bit wider, and when the horse inside her kept moving wider and wider, she just looked at it and followed it out, and she wasn't focusing on hitting the line. She got so far wide on the track that when she finally balanced home up, she stormed home to be just beaten. I think if she had a clear run and had it moved wide, she would have won. So yeah, we might put side blinkers on her next time, but she is a filly that is going to group class. We might look at the Eulogy Stakes for her, I think, in December. Do you think that's a good target?
Yes.
Good.
Is there anything else you need to talk about from last week?
Yeah, probably a couple of notes. Our tipping wasn't too good last week, was it?
No.
No. But look, I think Thorn Pass we thought would go very close to winning. He missed the start. Might have been one of a number of reasons. The jockey may be partly to blame. The horse may have been standing in the stalls. But as it was, he was 3 lengths last when they jumped. But he made good ground. Was only beaten 3 lengths. But subsequent to that, he didn't really eat much for a couple of days. So there may well be something else going on. So he's had blood tests done. And I'll be talking to Lisa Latter tomorrow and seeing the results of those and what's happened. So there may be a genuine excuse, but he's also looking for more ground. Like, he did make excellent ground, and he has one that I think we should stick with. Charlestown was good. We knew he'd need the run, but he came from last and ran 5th. And North and South, she just needed a wet track, and she didn't get it. So we could have had a winner with Dixie Express, but we just missed out. But we'll see if we can get one this week.
Cool. We have 3 runners this Saturday: Mahaya, Rotorua, and Miss Lightning and Adevara at Otaki. For once, they've all drawn well.
They have. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Oh, I like the name Miss Lightning.
Yeah, Miss Lightning. I thought you might. She is a last start winner on the track at Otaki. Has completely changed shape in her spell. It was a good one first up. She led, trailed, and kicked away. And I think she can run well again on Saturday. She's drawn well. She should get a good sit. There's a horse in the race called the Bold One. It's a very big opinion, and he should just win that race. Really, he should just go out and clean them up. Miss Lightning, however, is going well, and she'll run well. And I think she's a decent place chance. And if something was to happen to the Bold One during the running, and he didn't get all clear favours, she could possibly upset them. But I think she's a good place chance, and we might even look at some bigger targets for her after this.
Nice. And let's talk about Adevara, the one that I couldn't pronounce.
That's right. Sometimes some people call her Adevara, but I think Adevara is the right way to pronounce her name.
It's spelled like Adevara.
It is. Yeah. So she was off the scene for 12 months, and she had her first start back, and it wasn't a bad run at all. We knew she'd need it a couple of weeks ago at Otaki. She steps up to a mile, $25,000. She's drawn well, and she should get a much better run this week. She was caught 3 wide the last time. Miranda Dravitsky on claiming a kilo. She will need this run. We won't see the best of her until her third and fourth runs up this time in, and until she gets up to 2,000 metres. So she will definitely need this run. But from the draw, and there's rain due, and look, a bit of rain she won't mind. A dead 6, slow 7, she won't mind that. So that's not going to bother her. If she runs to the first 5, we're going to be pretty happy looking ahead to her next couple of starts.
So let's conclude with Mahaya.
Yes, our third and final runner for the weekend. So a bit of a quieter week, isn't it, this week?
Yeah, not many
Than usual.
pieces.
He's fresh up at Rotorua. He's a pretty talented horse. He's won 2 races from just 5 starts. And he's actually a full brother to North and South. And he's won at Rotorua before. He's drawn well. Danielle Johnson on, and Danielle is leading the premiership. So very happy about that. Drawn well. He should posse up reasonably handy. Again, I think on a dry track, I think he can run in the first 5, but I think on a wet track, I think he can win. So if the rain comes and it gets out to a slow 7, and the rain is meant to come, I think he can win that race. I think he can run very well. We're very happy with his work. Coming into this first up run, we think he's improved from his last preparation. So really, really happy with him.
Cool. And it's the Caulfield Cup this week. Do you have any tips?
Massive race. 3 huge. Show us how big it is with your hands again.
Huge.
Right, thank you. $3 million. First time it's $3 million. Some really good Kiwi representation. Lucia Valentina, who shot the barman. Lucia Valentina is going to be the favourite. I have my concerns. I think she's an outstanding horse. I think she's an out-and-out Group 1 horse. She's already proven that. She's brilliant, but I have concerns about her at 1.5 miles. The family tends to not get that distance well. She ran second in the Oaks as a 3-year-old over that distance, but 3-year-olds can tend to get it against their own age group. I personally think she's a 2,000 metre horse, and at $4.40, no doubt I'll be proven wrong again because I got it wrong last week when I told people to back the hot favourite. But I think she's a risk at $4.40, and I'd be putting my money on the Japanese horses.
Yep.
Admirakti and Bandy, but the one I really like is Stipulate, and he's paying 21 and 6s, and I'll be having a bit each way on him.
Awesome.
That's the way. That's the way that my bets will be going. And will we be putting $1 each way on something for you?
Yes, definitely.
And do you think will we have you back again next week, or do you think we might try and get Matt back?
No.
He's had too long off.
No, I deserve to be on.
All right, we'll see what the viewers think.
Cool. Wait, can I help say goodbye?
You can come and say goodbye, Sophie. Thank you. You've done a wonderful job.
Thank you. You have too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Now I'm going to stop it.